everyone, welcome back to another video, and today is the day where we're finally going to be moving through Endwalker. So unlike my previous videos that I've done before, like with the exception of Shadowbringers when we played through the main scenario, this is going to be my live reaction. And my real live reaction, you get to see my face and everything this time, and I can't wait. I've been so excited and terrified at the same time. So let's go ahead and just move on right from here. So I went ahead, everything here is going to be pre-recorded, so I mean I'm recording it right now, but by the time I put everything up, it's already going to be over and everything. So yeah, so let's go ahead and put this through. When I first started, I came out of my free company house and I just sort of spent a lot of time just doing a lot of shopping, like looking around at all the new items and everything. So here we are, we're back in the Rising Stones, and I have Claire kind of dressed to the nines. I spent a lot of time getting her outfit ready for the beginning here, and I decided to go with black and white, you know, like a symbolism of both her being both a warrior of light and darkness. So here we go. Alphino, the next ship to sail. Alphino is feeling the need to take stock. Claire, do you have some time to talk? Oh, yes, I do. I should like to gather everyone at Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Yeah, I guess that they need a recap because it's been so long. Well, from our perspective. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in the multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered, at least. But after what happened to Arenvald and Foldola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet while these threats come to home are a paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telophoroi are under the leadership of Fandanial and one other delightful fellow, Zenos Galvis, the Crown Prince and our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. Yeah, he has not been, he hasn't been idle, has he? The capital was probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but it has since changed in troubling ways. During our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. I can't talk today. The inhabitants appear to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events too were orchestrated by the Telophoroi. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it's only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overrun, or overwhelmed. We shall find a way in Sharlayan, I am sure of it. Master Fortuneau's comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The Forum knows more than it's letting on. Yeah, I just don't know what yet. Sorry to interrupt. We just received word from Mistress Kryl. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. Yes! Thank you, Kryl! You're to head to Limsa Lominsa and board the next ship bound for Sharlayan.
In our arrival, present yourselves as associates of the students of Baldesion, come to assist with the Order's restoration.
Aww. The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I'm eager to see it, of course. Of course. We should set off at once.
I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey.
Oh, Tataru is such a sweetie. Okay, let's head on out. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Oh, I've been dreaming of going to Sharlayan since, when was it, like 2.0? Like during the 2.0 series anyway. And we have one person here. Safe journeys and please do be careful. Thank you. And there's no one else. Okay. Rather empty now. Alright, let's head out. And let's just straight on teleport. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of Aetheryte passes, so let's see. Oh, I can't wait. If you can't tell, I'm really happy. Oh boy, it's just so long. And yet at the same time, I'm terrified of how this is going to end. I know it's only the end of chapter 1, but I don't know. I mean, I've grown to love these characters so much, and while I always love meeting new characters, I don't know. I'm scared of losing old favorites. Oh, well, okay. Okay, so I know where Sage is now. So we'll definitely take care of Sage later on. So once we finish the main scenario, we'll go and do everything else. Main scenario always comes first with me. I have a feeling I'm going to be crying more than a few times in this story. And oh, here it starts. This is where it begins. The lag. The impossible lag. Oh boy. I'm still on the PS4 version, I know. I mean, it's older, yes, and I would love the PS5 version, but unfortunately I cannot afford that right now. Oh boy, where is everyone? I have a feeling we're going to be surviving off a lot of coffee here. What a grim reason to bring you to Sharlayan. Not much to be done about it, I suppose, but I would have liked to give you the grand tour under happier circumstances. I would have loved that. Y'shtola? I might have lived in Master Matoya's cave for a good part of my life, but even for me the thought of returning to Sharlayan is quite exciting. I can hardly imagine how it is for others who lived most of their lives there. Oh, part of me looks forward to returning home. I've not forgotten that my father stripped us of the privileges of our family name. I hope it doesn't cause trouble with the officials upon our arrival. Well, you've been disowned. It's not like you've committed any big crimes and anything like that. At least I hope not. Oh, look here. Sea travel can be tedious, but I don't mind it. 'Tis a rare experience for most Ishgardians. Okay, and... oh my god, I thought that was Thancred! Okay, Graha. Never thought the day would come when I would be sailing home again. It always seems so very far away. Oh man, he has not been home in like a century, like if not longer than that.
Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage and the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Sharlayan should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. I wonder when we're going to be able to go to Razat Han. I'm guessing it's still going to be early on, but if we're going like in completely opposite directions, so I have no clue how that's going to work out. Oh. Sounds like a cutscene.
Oh, look at them! I recognize those two! Momozigo and... I forget her name, but she's like the Yellowjack captain from the Rogue Quest.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aww.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall?
I remember
upon
the
this dock?
story, yes.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Sharlayan, Sir Estinian?
Sir, since when do you call him that?
Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
Yes, that's what I want to know.
Merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
Oh,
You've
Estinian.
made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
I swear they're like brothers.
Better.
If you've never played this game and you saw the two of them, you would swear they were brothers. Oh, now what, Tataru?
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just... we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world.
Mm-hmm.
And, once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
And I'll bring them back safe and sound, I promise. I hope I'm not making a promise I can't keep.
I'll hold you to that.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Oh, wow. We hear his voice now.
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye, we, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Sharlayan!
It's time.
So
Then
dramatic.
we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey! And please, please, be careful.
Well, these are the Scions. They're not known for being careful. Usually they're known for charging straight on into battle, not even thinking about their own safety.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent. And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Well, that's depressing. But then again, it's from MXL, so I expect nothing less from him. Oh, this is so nice. Got the map. Man, there's a lot more little islands than I thought there were. I need to look at my map again. So I remember from the trailer, we did see the lady in white like up on deck, so I'm wondering if we see her here, which would be really early on in the game. I was kind of expecting that we'd go to Razad Hand first, to be honest. Oh, these loading screens. They are torture. Come on. Don't make me wait. Oh, I am so excited. I actually feel kind of sick right now. No. Oh my god, is this really? Oh my god! Oh! This is like the 1.0 opening! Just update it, I guess. And she's speaking to us.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
Aww. That was a clever touch. I love that they did that.
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Sharlayan should be coming into view at any moment.
Is this going to be like a storm as well? Oh my god, I was kidding there. Is that really what's happening here? If you don't know, this is like the is like nearly match for match, like the 1.0 version. Oh, she is here! Oh! Is she who I think she is? I think we're gonna find out. Oh.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear. Feel. Think.
Oh, it is her. It has to be her.
Face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Oh, it's her! Oh! Why now, Hydaelyn? Really? Why now?
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Hydaelyn has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms, monumental, which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I don't get that. What promise was she talking about?
I will not keep you
I think she made a promise with the ancients?
Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
Is this gonna be like with Oddbert when she appears once in a while? Oh, I hope so. Because I'm so lost, but I love every second. Oh, here we come.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taken a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
And of course, she doesn't tell them what happens. Come on, Claire, you can do better than that.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is.
Oh, there's the theme. There's the
Good
theme.
old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, we're here!
Home.
Oh, we're here!
Home at last.
Oh, happy day.
Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Astinian
Aw,
said.
good old Astinian.
Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side.
I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
The overshot of the moon. Oh god, that's just perfect! Endwalker. Oh, I don't want this journey to end! Please, let it be a good ending. Please.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
The Northern Empty, Old Sharlayan. Love the name.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Paperwork!
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
The important word here.
So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
He's got a heck of a good memory. Since it's been like 100 years since he's been here. Longer than that if you add the years he spent in the future and probably abroad before all that too.
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today.
I'll say this, Graha's gotten better at lying.
And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
Are you two causing trouble? We'll play once we're done, okay?
See how it glows. That list is etherically linked with a citizen registry kept in the main repository.
They make it so hard to pay attention.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Oh.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
Champion of Eorzea. Probably not a good idea, but yes. Adventurer by trade.
An adventurer. Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea, and it does indeed match the profile provided. You may enter. And you, sir?
The looking down on.
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Valino. Never heard that
Formerly,
name
at
before.
And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Wanderer, I guess.
If you'll allow me.
Hey, Cryo!
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress
I can believe
Baldesia,
that.
if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Croyle! It is good to see you.
It was a nice save back there, too.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you all seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Oh, Estinian's gotten so much funnier. Like, now he doesn't have, like, the weight of revenge on his mind anymore. Oh, it's snowing! Was not expecting snow! Here we are at last, the great city of Sharlayan. You may have noticed some similarities with the Crystarium, yes? In fact, Oh, but we really should let Kryl have her say first. We can continue this conversation at another time. He built it kind of based around Sharlayan. That was about as awkward as expected. Still, we're here now, and that's all that matters. Allowing the years I spent in the first pass here in the blink of an eye, the city feels untouched by time. Okay. You are doubtless eager to take in the sights. Not to worry, Claire. The city is not like to vanish before we finish our discussion. Allow me to extend unto thee my warmest welcome, Claire. May the wisdom of my homeland and aid us in our endeavors. Is that everyone? I think so. Oh, Estinian. I am unaccustomed to fabricating lies on demand. Why should it matter how I earn my living? Well, some people find that kind of worrying. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming to port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for details. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Okay, that's wonderful. We're here. Oh, Alpino, I guess I forgot about you. I'm fine, honestly. Better to be waved through with a stern warning than be denied entry, after all. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so next is Old Sharlayan, new to you, but I think I better go before my cats end up tearing my kitchen apart for lunch. So, yes, that's going to be it for right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I thought that was a great way to start off our venture through Endwalker. It's just going to be the first of many quests, and I don't want it to end. I mean, I know it's just the ending of just, like, Chapter 1. I know that, but I'm worried about losing our friends, because I've grown to really fond of each and every single one of them, but I think that's going to be it for right now. This is going to be Fantasy Girl signing out, and I hope you join in me next time when's the next... I can't talk. I'm going to go now, but thank you for watching.